Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today's a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the 20th day of August, National Radio Day. Hey, it's a day to celebrate. International Day of Medical Transporters. And I've known a couple of different people in my life who did that, where they would transport organs. They would transport. Bob was one. Your dad's friend, Bob. That's one of the things he did.
Yeah, he did that all the time.
I thought
for
that
years.
was really, really cool. National Accessible Air Travel Day, National Bacon Lovers Day. We're done right there. That's it. Oh, what? There's more? How about this one? National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day and World Mosquito Day. Why are we celebrating the mosquito?
I don't know why we would ever celebrate
That doesn't make
the
a whole lot of
mosquito.
sense to me. But we have another pest that we're going to celebrate. Tuesdays with Charlie. He's not really a pest. We love it when he comes in here. Every time he's here, by the way, he says he's never coming back. So one of these days he's going to just quit showing up. But we do have Tuesdays with Charlie coming up in a bit.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from VitaTech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how VitaTech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I don't think this is fair. A study has found that ugly people die younger. What? University of Texas at Austin researchers found that the least attractive men among us live, on average, nearly a year less than those who are considered better looking. And for women, the difference is about 2 years. The scientists behind the findings said that chances are this is a result of these, not so fortunate in the looks department people spending a lifetime of being discriminated against due to their appearance. Research has shown that less attractive people tend to earn less money as well, and they're promoted less as well. So what is that all about? That's why I earn less than Heidi, and I haven't been promoted ever. So I'm gonna just leave. I feel like Igor right now. I'm going to drag myself out the door over here. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points and get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that it is predicted that the reason why night insects like moths are attracted to light is that they mistake them for the light of the moon, which they use to navigate the earth before mankind made official lights? Yeah.
Really?
That is what is predicted.
Really? Okay.
That's what somebody thought. They
I
wrote
see.
that down, and everybody else is like, well, they might be
that's
right.
a good idea. That could
Let's
be
just-
right.
Let's just share that for the rest of all time. All right. We don't know everything. They don't either. But now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. John Mulaney confirmed that he married Olivia Munn during his appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers. So I'm going to just stop here. The way that story is written, it sounds like he married her on that appearance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was very poorly written.
Right.
He confirmed that he married Olivia Munn during his appearance. So what it should say is he confirmed during his appearance that he married her. So now that we can move on beyond that.
Okay.
The 41-year-old Big Mouth star opened up for the first time about his private July wedding ceremony to his longtime love, saying that I got married. Thanks a lot. It's the best. He has a 2-year-old son, Malcolm, with Munn, and proudly brought his mother-in-law, Kimberly, who he calls Miss Kim, to the taping of the show. So did my grammar police at the beginning of that upset you, Heidi?
Not even a little.
You're not
I
even
would have been
paying-
fine either
You're
way.
not even paying attention anymore. I know what's going on. All right, that is your big screen, little screen report brought to you by radiosavings.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over, I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. This is kind of a cool story. It could have been my good news story. This is from like a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago now. American billionaire philanthropist Michael Bloomberg has announced that a series of grants worth $600 million will be presented to 5 historically black colleges and universities. The donations will be channeled specifically to the university's medical colleges, and Bloomberg's philanthropic organization said it hopes that they would sprout greater representation in the medical sector, where black doctors make up just 6% of the national labor force. A $600 donation will go to, I'm sure it's got to be more than $600. $600 million is what the grants are. So anyway, the story I'll read says the $600 donation will go to the Howard University College of Medicine, Meharry Medical College, Morehouse School of Medicine, Charles Drew University of Medical and Medicine and Science, and Xavier University. The donations will more than double the size of 3 of the medical school's endowments, relieving hundreds of thousands in student medical school debt, which I think is really cool. I think that's really neat. And here's the thing. If there's somebody out there like this guy, Michael Bloomberg, who, it's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. If he's saying, hey, I want to do this for this reason, I am all behind that.
Absolutely.
And I love it when people who, again, have done very well for themselves, when this is what they refer to as putting your money where your mouth is.
Right.
It's where instead of just spouting off going, somebody should do something, he's like, I'm going to do this. So kudos to you. And again, second part of that story where it says the $600 donation. I'm sure that meant the $600 million donation. There's a little bit of a difference. Somebody needs to proofread all of my notes today. Maybe I should have. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
And it's time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And he's here. He's in the studio. I can't see him because his monitor is way too big. Heidi can see him. I notice how you always choose to sit where you can't see me, but you can see Heidi.
There's a reason for that.
I'm sure there's very good reason, I'm sure.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. But there's a reason.
Well, you have some good stuff for us today, Charlie?
Yes, I do.
All right, what do you have?
You're not a vegetarian.
No.
What's the other one? Vegan?
Vegan?
No.
Nothing against him. That's just more meat for me.
What's the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian?
What?
Vegan.
Oh, I thought you had a joke.
Joke's on you.
A vegan won't eat any dairy either. They won't eat anything that comes from an animal.
It's just a little more extreme vegetarian.
Yeah.
Well, no, I better not say that.
Thank you for using good judgment, Charlie.
Hey, then, you know that bottle of water that you're drinking over there? You got it with you?
I got some, yeah.
Do you know the expiration date on the bottle of water is for the bottle, not the water?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
How can you have an expiration date on plastic when they say they last 100 years in the...
Well, at a certain point, it's not safe for human consumption anymore.
Right, because then it starts to break down and chemicals start getting into
leaching into the water. Hey, I got a question. Did you have something about vegans or vegetarians? 'Cause you asked about it, then you just skated on past.
It's just making conversation.
It's just making small talk in the middle of this program.
Just come off the top of my head. I didn't...
Do you ever watch Dateline NBC? I'm just asking. I have nothing else about that. I just thought I'd ask.
Well, then I'm going to tell you about it.
Okay. So there is something.
84% of vegetarians and vegans go back to eating meat.
Okay.
Okay. I would too. It's delicious.
84%. There you go. So if you happen to be a vegan or vegetarian and you're feeling like, I could sure go for some bacon right now, that just makes you a little more normal because
That's right.
84%, that's a lot. That's a bunch.
Yes, it is, and that's why I brought it up.
I'm glad that you did. And I'm
glad we circled back.
It was worth going back for that one. I don't know why you avoided it.
No, I
And
don't
then there
know.
are things that you should avoid. I'm like, why would you have brought that up?
You sure this ain't Tuesday? Must be Wednesday.
Wednesdays with a weirdo? No, it's Tuesdays with Charlie.
Okay, I got one last thing then.
Okay.
What you got, Charlie?
There is a Buddhist temple complex in Thailand made out of over 1.5 million empty beer cans.
Nice.
Oh.
Where is that located?
Thailand. No, you just think it's Thailand. It's Thailand.
All right, I want to go check out this.
You gonna have a round trip ticket to Thailand? How do you pronounce it?
Thailand.
There's an H in there. And I spelled it right.
You're just silent.
How did you make it over 70 years without ever hearing that word? Oh, Charlie, I just love you, man. This is awesome. Are you ready for a question from us?
Sure.
All right.
I hope it's not about Thailand.
It's not. It would be better if it was about Thailand. That would be hilarious. No, who invented scissors?
Edward Scissorhand.
No. Heidi, do you know?
Mr. Whisker.
No.
Because there's Whiskers Scissors.
No. It's Leonardo da Vinci.
Frisker. Mr. Frisker.
It's not Frisker either. Leonardo da Vinci invented scissors.
Really?
Yeah. And did you know that he could write with one hand while he was drawing a picture?
Is he the one that cut off his ear?
No.
Oh, because that would have been ironic.
No. Vincent Van Gogh cut off his
There you
ear.
go, Van Gogh.
I don't think he used scissors. I think he used a razor. But Leonardo da Vinci could write with one hand and draw with the other hand at the same time. Did you know that?
I did not.
I can do that.
I would say we can all do that. It's just not going to look
It's
very
not
nice.
very well.
Well, Charlie, thank you so much for coming in. It's always a pleasure.
It's something. I don't know what it is.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from VitaTech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how VitaTech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A marshmallow can be used as alligator bait. If you want to catch alligators, apparently.
Okay.
Fun fact.
They must like marshmallows.
Apparently. You just seem like you don't want to be here. Are you okay?
I'm just not feeling really great, honestly.
She's got her arms crossed. She's looking at me.
Yeah,
legs
kind of
crossed.
covering my tummy. I
She's
don't feel
looking-
very good.
All right. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A Kiel University study revealed that volunteers who used profanity could endure pain 50% longer than those who did not.
I absolutely agree with that.
Heidi can withstand a lot of pain. We'll just put it that way. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you're 18 years old, you have about 3,300 weekends left in your lifetime. So that's if you're 18, which means we have less. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the 1880s, margarine was pink. They dyed it that color to avoid confusion with butter. Can you imagine eating pink margarine?
I wouldn't.
It'd be kind of
No.
weird. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Apollo 11 had just 20 seconds of fuel left when it landed on the moon. So, crazy stuff. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points and get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 1 in 9 people say this is their favorite place to hide money. 1 in 9 people? Wow. Where would be the favorite place to hide money?
In a book.
No, in a shoe. Would you hide money in a shoe?
No.
Me neither. I wouldn't hide money in a book either, but now I know where to look to find some money.
You have hidden money in books.
As a matter of fact, it was quite a bit of money one time. And then we moved. It was like 6 years later. I was like, oh, wow, there was like $300 in there. It's like, hey, guess what? I hid some money a while ago. That doesn't happen these days. I know where all of that money is. It's in her purse. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference, even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. It's like the holy grail of the dairy department. Melt-resistant, healthy ice cream. The secret? Banana plant waste. Colombian developers say that their new concoction will not only last longer than ice cream before it turns into a puddle or slowly dripping down your arm on a hot day, but they say it's creamier than traditional ice cream and potentially healthier. Last year, Japanese scientists developed the melt-resistant ice cream using polyphenol compounds from strawberries, but this new compound, developed using fibers from banana plants, has been found to improve the creaminess and texture of low-fat ice cream as well. They believe this discovery could potentially replace fats used on other conventional products as well. So would you try?
So this will make it so that it won't melt at all?
So it looks like ice cream, and it tastes similar to ice cream, but it's creamier. And it's made from banana plant waste. So it's like, is that the peel? It's part of the banana that you don't usually eat, apparently. I don't know. It's interesting.
I would probably taste it.
It's kind of weird. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. We are going to continue with the animal myth busting. This is part 2. I have the whole list from yesterday and today in the show notes if you want to see that. Turtles don't feel their shells. That's actually not true. Turtles do feel their shells.
Oh.
They say it's similar to like our fingernails. So if you touch your fingernail, you can feel it. Similar. Birds abandon their babies if you touch them. No, that's not true. So they go, if you see a bird has fallen, you could pick the thing up and their mama's not going to abandon it. I think that's something that parents said back in the day to keep
so
us
that you wouldn't
away
touch
from
it.
the birds. Bulls cannot see red. Surprise, despite the common belief that the choice of the matador's cape is actually arbitrary. Because cattle are supposedly colorblind, bulls can discriminate some colors and shades and have been shown to charge more forcefully when the object in question is a warm color. So, yeah. And I think we're going to have one more day of this because I didn't get through the list. So we'll have part 3 tomorrow. But the entire list is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis by allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com. Our quote today is from Blaise Pascal. Am I saying that right? Blaise Pascal, probably. I don't know what I'm talking about. My brain's not working right now. Can you tell? I think I need more
Mine's
sleep.
not either. But I think neither one of us really should be on the air right now.
Probably not. We're not drunk, I promise. Just tired. Just very, very tired. The quote, the heart has its reasons, of which reason knows nothing.
Okay.
All right. That's all of that for that quote. So there you go.
Okay.
Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Take a listen to this headline, Heidi. Loyal dog saves 86-year-old owner during violent attack. These dogs are amazing, and our dogs let me down all the time. Our dogs have never saved me once. A dog's loyalty is unbreakable bond, a steadfast devotion that knows no limits, even in the face of danger. Earlier this month, a family's dog sprang into action to save one of the owners during a violent incident that happened in New Hampshire. 86-year-old Ned Tarmy is recovering in the hospital after being attacked by a fully naked neighbor outside his Manchester home. Family members credit their dog for saving his life. Brittany Ardosny, I don't know who that is. It's his niece, I guess. I probably said the whole name wrong. I apologize. Said this man was throwing patio furniture and chairs and bricks and rocks. Again, the gentleman that we're talking about, he's 86 years old. And the crazy neighbor that was naked is the one that was throwing all this stuff around. And he says when he opened up the door, he got hit by a brick from his neighbor. The family dog, Kane, described by family members as a sweet and affectionate dog, quickly went into protective mode, tackling the intruder and holding him down until authorities arrived. The assault appeared to have been random. Ned and the attacker had never met before this incident. Ned is continuing his recovery in the hospital after being discharged from ICU.
Yikes.
He was reunited with the dog Kane in his hospital bed, telling his loyal companion, "You saved my life." Yeah, I've got a link to that story if you want to see it. It's in the show notes for today. And he got hit in the head with a brick. He's 86 years old. They've got some bandages on there, and one of his eyes is like black and blue, and he looks pretty rough. But I'll tell you what, if I got hit in the head with a brick, I'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
So this dude is a tough dude. Ned, hats
I don't know.
off
It happened
to
all
you.
the time on Home Alone, and they turned out all right.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just a movie. It's not the way it works in real life. So kudos to you, puppy dog, and good luck to you, Ned. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.